Indian economic updates. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman urged banks to refocus on their primary roles of mobilizing deposits and lending, citing concerns over slowing deposit growth. She described the 12.5% capital gains tax on property without indexation, announced in 23rd July budget, as fair. Sitharaman also pledged to address ongoing angel tax cases, with the tax set to be abolished from 1st April 2025. Bank deposits grew 11.1% by 28 June, lagging behind a 17.4% rise in credit. Banks can explore other activities, their core function remains crucial. The budget's employment schemes involved industry consultations and will be implemented with further industry engagement. The GST Council will review rates for essential goods to improve rural incomes. Foxconn is considering assembling Apple's iPads in India, expanding beyond its current iPhone production. This move shows confidence in India's growing supply chain for Apple products. Foxconn has held discussions with the government and plans to double its production, including iPhones, iPads, and other products. Unlike laptops, iPads require similar capabilities as smartphones, making the transition smoother. Apple's strategy to diversify production away from China aligns with this expansion. Foxconn will benefit from India's production-linked incentives and aims to start iPad assembly by the second half of next year. The company also plans to manufacture AI servers and Pixel smartphones. The Indian government has reduced its gold bond issuance target for the financial year by 38% to 18,500 crore rupees, down from the interim budget goal of 29,638 crore rupees. This cut reflects declining investor interest and a shift towards other investment options. Net sovereign gold bond issuances are now expected to be 15,000 crore rupees, compared to 26,138 crore rupees previously estimated. Factors influencing this decision include changing investor preferences, uncertain gold price trends, and inflation affecting rural savings. Introduced in 2015 to curb physical gold purchases and imports, the gold bond and monetization schemes are now projected to raise 20,030 crore rupees, down from earlier estimates. As the Indian credit card industry experiences a slowdown after rapid growth, banks are increasingly promoting secured credit cards backed by term deposits. Traditionally used by business professionals and those without fixed incomes, these cards are now gaining traction among larger banks like Axis Bank and HDFC Bank. Secured cards offer higher approval rates, often around 100%, with limits typically 70 to 85% of the deposit amount. With a recent decline in new card issuances, from 1.2 million monthly last year to 500,000 to 600,000. Fintech are leveraging secured cards to capture the underserved credit market. Companies like Paisabazaar and Supermoney are leading this shift.